everyone, it's Abby from Make Life Your Runway, and I'm here with a very different and fun video for you all. I decided, I need to recreate tutorials. So many of us watch makeup tutorials on Facebook. They inspire us to buy all these products, yet how many of us actually sit down and recreate the actual looks that we see on YouTube? I know I personally have done it once, maybe when I first started YouTube, but it's not something I do on a normal day, everyday basis. So I have the, it's already getting dirty, but the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I know a lot of you have seen this. It's a year old. The hype's dying down a little bit, so they're easier to find at this point in the stores. But I got it, and I was like, you know what? So many people have bought this particular palette. So many people have done videos on it. Let me find someone's tutorial and try to recreate it. So I found someone named Eimear. I never heard of her before, but she's one of the top searches, and her video is very crisp. It's very easy to follow, and it's only about 4 colors on the eyes to get this kind of smoky, intense look. And this is what I came up with. It's not exactly the same as hers, but I would say it's a lot more intense than I would have done by myself. So if you want to watch me try to recreate someone else's look and follow me along on the journey, then just keep watching. It's one of those Pinterest things, is it a Pinterest win? Is it a Pinterest fail? Is it a YouTube win or is it a YouTube fail? I don't know. You tell me. But if you want to see me go on the journey of this look, then just keep watching. Here we go. Alright, there we go. Out of the face. Next, we're going to move on to prepping the face. I am actually going to do eyes first since it's such a special tutorial. I want to really focus on the eyes. So while I'm doing the eyes, I want my moisturizer and primers to be setting in my face. So the very first thing, we're going to take a toner. This is the Andalou Naturals Sensitive Flower Toner 1000 Roses. Going to spray this all over my face and then wipe it off with a cotton round. For my moisturizer, we're going to go in with the Andalou Naturals Daily Defense Ultra Sheer. This has SPF 18. Going to put some on my hand and rub it into my face. I'm going to use 2 primers today, both by Smashbox. The first one is going to be the Photo Finish Primer Water. I'm panning this. It's okay. It's better if you let it settle and sink into your skin before you apply your foundation. And then I'm also going to use, it's just a sample size, but it is the Smashbox Photo Finish foundation primer, and it's very silicone, very traditional primer. It's really good. Never bought the full size, but I take full advantage of the samples when I get them. So here is the palette we're using. It's the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is what it looks like right here. Very warm toned with these pops of reds and pinks. I will be recreating a look by someone named Eimear. I'll have her video linked down below so you can go watch it. It's a very short video, about 4 minutes, and she just does one eye and goes into a lot of detail of how she does it. I had not heard of her. I just searched Modern Renaissance tutorials. Hers was one of the first few that came up, and I just loved how detailed and intense the look is, but it's also very simple. It's only 4 colors from the palette that she used. So I really like that. I went through some of the go-to YouTubers that I typically watch. I ended up not picking any of them because either A, they incorporated other products into their look, which is fine, but for the sake of recreating someone's look based off one palette, I wanted to make sure that I could exclusively use the one palette, which is the Modern Renaissance, in this video. And also the other thing was, the girls I usually watch, their looks were super simple, which is fine. Most of my looks are super simple, but I wanted something to really challenge myself because the point of a tutorial is to learn something new. And so that's what we're going to do. I'm real nervous. I think I will just post this regardless of what the look comes out like. But let's go ahead and get started. I have her video playing to the side. So I'll just step by step, play, pause, play, pause. So First thing she did was prime her lid. She used something different. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is an original. I'm just going to take the product and put it all over my eyelids. Next, I'm going to just set my primer with just my face powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me. I'm just going to take it to set all of the primer on my eyes. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take this burnt orange color with a fluffy brush. I'm using one from Real Techniques, and we're just going to put that into the crease area. Okay, so I did this eye. I will talk you through this eye. So I'm taking my brush, patting it into burnt orange, and then tapping off the excess. And then I'm going in, it's kind of a mix of above my crease and then also right in my crease. And so I do this a couple of times, going back into the product and then back on the brush, tapping off each time just so it's not applying a lot of product. And then she uses a pencil brush, but I'm going to use the same brush. She flicks it up just a little bit just so that it's coming to the outer edge just to add more intensity. So again, just building up that color right there. So there is step one with burnt orange just in the crease and a little bit above the crease. Alright, so next we're going to go into this orange color called Realgar, and I'm going to take that same brush that we just used and I'm going to apply it more so into the crease than above the crease. Alright, so I did this eye, and I will talk you through this one. You can see it added just a little bit of dimension, nothing too crazy. So again, we're going to tap into that color, and then you just tap the excess off. And then we're going to go directly into the crease with that color. Again, you want the handle of your brush to be up a little bit, and you also want to work lightly from the outer part of your eye into the inner part, and you're just lightly building it up. This is step two. We have two colors in there, and we're going to go ahead and add a third color. Alright, so next we're going into Red Ochre. It's this very pretty red color. Using the exact same brush, we're going to do that same thing into the crease. So as you can see, this eye has Red Ochre and this one does not, so we'll go ahead and add it into this. So same thing, tapping that brush into the palette, tapping it off, and the handle is up. Your hand is at the edge of it. And we are just going to do that slightly below the crease, but also in the crease, a little bit over where we put that last orange color. And we're just building it from outer edge to the inner eye. And I'm starting to take a little bit onto my outer lid, but not too much. So again, just building up that color, making sure it is even on both sides. Taking a clean brush and just going around the edges. There's no product on this brush. Just making sure everything is blended nicely. We do not want any harsh lines. Alright, so next we're going into Cypress Umber. This is the brown color in the shade. Taking the same brush, we're going to tap into that color. Alright, so here is the eye with the brown shade, and this is with not. So what we're going to do is we're going to tap that same brush into the color and then tap the excess off. We're going to stamp it on the outer edge because that's what she did. Stamp and blend, and then you're going to take what's left and run it into the crease. Okay. I don't think mine looks anything like hers, but I'm still going to go with it. And I think we need to like even it out a little bit. My blending. We're struggling. Okay. These dark colors are just in any palette, not just this particular palette. They can be a lot, but you just keep blending. Don't get too scared, and all will be well. We're going to go back in with Red Ochre and blend over it. Okay, so this is blending Red Ochre back into the crease. This is not. We're going to do it on this side. Tapping into the color, same brush, tapping the excess off and just running it back into that crease. from the inner corner back to the outer corner. Okay, next we're going to go in with Primavera. It's this gold shade, and we're going to tap that onto the lid. So this is just with the color tapped on. She did take Urban Decay All Nighter and spray it on the color. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so she stopped right here, but I feel like I've lost like all of the red and orange. So I'm going to go back into that red ochre personally and just kind of blend it out a little bit. And then I'm going to go back with that brush with nothing on it and just blend out the edges. Okay, she took a black eyeshadow from a different palette to just line the top line above the lash line. So you can use whatever black eyeshadow you have, or if you would just rather use a eyeliner pencil, that's up to you. I'm going to go into my melt stack. This is the Dark Matter stack, and I'm going to take the black, and I'm just going to take this Real Techniques brush. This is the accent brush, and just kind of wiggle it into the product. And then I'm going to stamp it and rub it along the top of my lash line. Alright, she used false lashes. I do not wear false lashes, so I'm going to take the Essence I Heart Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. I'm going to put this on my lashes, and then we're going to come back and we will finish the face together, and then we'll work on the lower lash line like she does in the video. She didn't show her face makeup in this video, so I'm just going to speed through and show you what I'm using. They will be products that were in my recent makeup basket, so I'll have the video linked down below, but I'll be right back. Alright, so for foundation, I'm going to go ahead and go with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow 205. This color might be still too dark for me. If it is, we'll go in with the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. I'm going to take my beauty blender. It is damp and slightly used, but we're going to go ahead and put that all over the face. Alright, next I'm going in with Maybelline Age Rewind. This one is in Brightening. Next, I'm going in with Laura Mercier Translucent Powder to set the under eye area. Then I am going in with Maybelline Fit Me. This is Set and Smooth 125, and we're going to set the rest of the face with this. For blush, we are going to go in with the Essence Satin Touch Blush. This is in the color 20 Satin. Ooh. And we are going to skip bronzer today, and we're just going to go in with highlight. This is Makeup Revolution, and this is their Shimmer Brick and Radiant. For this one, I like to just take these top two shades. It's like a white and pink shade. And we're just going to set it in all the normal highlight areas. I am going to put on the Benefit Gimme Brow, and then we'll zoom back in to finish the lower lash line. First, we're going to go back into Red Ochre and smoke out this bottom lash line. We are going back with Real Gar, which was that orange color. Going to layer that on top. And then we're going to finish off with that Cypress Umber color. That is the brown. And then she takes a liner. She's brown, but I have black. So I'm going to put some black liner into the lower lash line. And then finally, we're going to go back in with that black color. And we're just going to press it on the bottom, just on the outside corner. Next, we're going to go back in with the Essence Extreme and just do one more coat on the top and bottom lash line. And then I am going to spray my Urban Decay All Nighter, and I'll be back so we can finish this look with lips. Okay, I decided to also add in the Cabral by Benefit, and then I decided I did want to add some bronzer, so I went ahead and added the Tarte Park Avenue Princess just to give it a little bit more dimension. The eyes are so intense that I want the face to mirror that. So going in with lips, we're going to go with Wet n Wild. This is Give Me Mocha. It is one of their what are they called? Cat suits. The liquid cat suit line. These are pretty good. So I'm not going to use a liner. I'm just going to go in and fill my lips in. Alright, so here is the final look. I don't think it looks exactly like Eimear's, but I feel like it's more intense of a look than I would have normally gone with. I've never like smoked out my bottom lash line so intense. I'll zoom you in just a little bit more so you can see it. But I mean, I just think it's so fun. Like, who recreates tutorials? I mean, there's probably a lot of you, but who films it? This girl. So thank you all for watching. Let me know down in the comments below if this was a video you enjoyed watching. Would you like to see it done again with a different palette, a different person, all that? Let me know. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!